All right. First of all right. Now I'm starting to realize that there's a reason why I didn't watch Full Metal Alchemist. This is a very dark show. This is a very dark, sad. Every episode, somebody or a group of people have something to lose, and it's up to a 14-year-old boy to put a Band-Aid on it.
Kinda. And you're seeing, like, it's weird. It's basically, it's like two kids who are getting introduced to the world, and they realize it's a giant gray area, and it's like a lot of crazy shit happening. But you would think they wouldn't belong there, but it's just like, not like, you don't understand our past, like what we did. So it's like, don't treat me like a child. Like, my brother is basically a hollow person. Like, I'm missing body parts. Like, we're not just kids fresh off the street. Everybody in this show got damaged.
Seen life. Everybody. Like I said, too relatable.
Yeah.
Too fucking relatable.
Everybody in this show is just like going through it.
This is very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
But
it's all starting to come back to me. Last episode I watched before today was the Chimera episode.
Yeah.
And the I almost forgot about the cross-dressing slasher that was in town.
Right.
As soon as that person started talking, I'm like, why does this seem so familiar? And I didn't even have to like watch it. I remember like that's when the girl that made Ed's his arm, she came to visit him.
Winry,
Winry came to visit him. She got kidnapped. And then they even said, because the Chimera, when it died, it was like, nah, this isn't the slasher's MO. He usually just chops him up. It's not a bloodbath like this. Like Scar left. That nigga, when he popped up, he's sitting all hurt and bothered. And then quickly that changed in that episode.
Yeah.
It was like, I know my mission now. I'm just cure this earth.
Man of God.
Jesus, man.
Yeah. Ishballins, boy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that show, I think it just does a good job of like, even though you're in a fantasy world, it gives a lot of human, like it shows you like real human emotion, like how we deal with government and like everybody's thoughts on religion or how to use stuff. Like it's a weird.
It's very different.
Yeah.
Very, very, very different.
Yeah. Now after this episode, it starts. I keep forgetting it. The whole world just keeps opening up, and yeah, just be prepared, man. It's gonna get more sad every episode. You're gonna start like feeling for characters, and then some shit's gonna happen, and then yeah, it's gonna be a trip.
God damn, it's a dark ass show.
Yeah,
dark, like violent. The dude put a meat cleaver in Ed's shoulder.
Yeah, fucking butcher man. Yeah.
No. I don't know how much more I got in me, man. I don't know how much more I can. Especially when he was trying to put them back together, the Chimera. He was like, Ed, stop. He was just putting blood on his gloves. I'm like, this is a bit much.
Yeah.
It's a bit much.
Yeah.
A bit much for my taste. Bit much.
Like I need something goofy to happen right now.
Break the tension. Somebody. Don't break it with sadness. Break the tension. Get mad at somebody, punch somebody in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Muff them up.
No, yeah, I feel like it's weird. Like now that I'm thinking about it, like every major, and it's weird because at least the 03 version doesn't operate much like a shonen in the sense of like it has seasons and arcs.
No, it doesn't.
It's kind of one long cohesive story.
He's a cop.
Yeah, and there's like mini arcs in each episode or each couple of episodes. But every single one, it always starts off, it's like, yeah, we're doing this. We're trying to get this. And then they think everything's fine. And then they get into trouble. And then there's always this really dark moral of the story. Almost every time.
The most I remember was they would just be somewhere, like in today's episode with the Siren? The
Siren,
thief,
yeah.
Where he just shows up somewhere just to ask a alchemist about the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what the show is about. Getting the Philosopher's Stone. That's the only reason why I became State Alchemist.
Yeah.
Get a Philosopher's Stone, get my body back.
Yeah.
And keep it moving.
And then it'll get to a point where it hits a main beat, mainly because and obviously this has been spoiled for you, but mainly about the homuncula and like that becomes the main thing. It's not just about the like there's still talk of the Philosopher's Stone, but it just becomes more about he learns more about the Philosopher's Stone, and then he really realizes the importance of the homunculi, and then after that, then it's all about them and those fights and that's where I think it's definitely gonna get more action packed because you're gonna see a lot more.
I've seen it. I've seen the characters.
I think you've probably seen a few of them.
I've seen the key like the big players.
Yeah.
Plot twist. The Ishval massacre. Like I'm aware of these things.
Yeah,
I'm aware of the Philosopher's Stone and how you make it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've seen so many bits and pieces of the show. Just never seen it together as a whole.
And
for this to be the first 10 episodes, goddamn.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then they remake it again and be like, oh, we left out shit from the manga.
We left out shit from the manga. We got more. Like, granted, I hear like there's a lot more. People say that it is closer to the manga, and then there is a lot more fight scenes in it, and it does operate more like a traditional shonen, in that sense. But this time around, just getting that raw emotion and then watching Brotherhood, it's just gonna it sets the tone better because then it's almost like you don't gotta watch any of that, but the fights just seem that more.
I don't
intense.
know if I'll do Brotherhood.
You don't know?
I don't know if I'll do.
Give it you gotta give it a long. I tried to watch. So when I remember, because I first saw Full Metal, maybe like 10, 15 years ago, and I was like, dude, this show is awesome. And then someone told me about Brotherhood, and I was like, oh, is that the continuation? And then it was just the same shit over. And I was like, I don't want to watch this. So I immediately cut it off. I didn't watch Brotherhood for maybe another like 3 or 4 years. And then I saw it again. I was like, okay, now I see what this is. This is different, but you got to wait. Yeah. Yeah, you got to wait on it. Like, that's going to be down the road. Then you'll be like, yeah, I'll watch Brotherhood. And then you'll like it more because you already saw everything else. That kind of deal.
We'll see.
In that, though, you're already seeing, like, every time I keep saying it, the comparisons with that and Fire Force, where it's just like, you got these pillars. They remind me of the homunculi. I don't know why, but they do.
Yeah, the homunculi are the 7 sins, right?
The 7 sins, yeah, basically.
Yep.